Em?
I don't know what takes that girl so long from school. She's slower than a three-legged turtle. Dorothy!
Well, if she ain't here soon, I'll send a hand out to fetch her.
You think it's coming for sure, Henry?
I don't like the looks of that sky at all, Emma.
Sure is that close feeling in the air, all right.
I don't like it at all, Emma.
Drat that girl. Dorothy!
Hey, you, Joe! Hike down the road a piece and see if you can find what's holding Dorothy.
Sure thing, Mr. Gale.
And move! I think we're going to get a twister.
A twister, Mr. Gale?
Yep.
Well, what do you know?
Don't just stand there, Joe. Get!
Yes, sir, Mr. Gale.
Hold a minute, you Joe. I think I see her. Dorothy!
Hello, Madam.
That's her. Come on, cold molasses.
Joe, we need to see about the stop. I don't like the looks of that sky. Let's get.
I'm getting Mr. Gale.
Where you been?
Oh, no place. I came right home from school.
How'd you come? Why did you pick up?
I came right home, Am, honest.
Them flowers just grew in your hand then, I suppose.
They're for Uncle Henry, 'cause tomorrow's his birthday. Here, aren't they pretty? Smell.
Here we've been worried half to death where you was and you was picking flowers.
But it only took a jiffy to get those, Am.
What else did you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, except maybe look in the creek for a jiffy.
And wait again, were you busy?
No, I just like to sit on the bank and look inside.
Inside of what?
The creek.
A creek ain't got no insides. It's only got a bottom.
Is that all you see in a creek, Am?
All any good Christian can see, Dorothy.
Didn't you ever look quick at a fish and think first off it was a mermaid, maybe?
Dorothy!
I have lots of times.
That ain't right.
Why?
The good Lord had meant for us to see mermaids swimming in our cow pasture. He would have put them there himself.
But didn't you ever pretend things, Anna? Like maybe a cloud wasn't a cloud, but a big palace or something. Why, just this afternoon when I was lying on the ground.
Right home from school, huh?
Oh, but it's so nice out, Anna.
Nice! Your Uncle Henry's worried half to death. There's going to be a twister.
Uncle Henry's always worried about something. Yesterday was the mortgage, and the day before that it was inflation.
You get older, you'll worry too.
It's about inflation.
I wouldn't doubt it one bit.
No. Not me, Anna. When I get older, I'm just not going to worry about anything.
That's a good trick. I mean, how do you plan on doing it?
I'll go someplace where people don't believe in worrying.
Where's that at?
Well, I don't know exactly, but someday I'll find it.
My dear child, I hope you do. Let me take the flowers inside for your Uncle Henry. But don't go anywhere in case that twister comes.
I won't. Hello, you Joe.
Hello.
Hey, Joe. What do you figure's over the rainbow?
Huh?
Well, the rainbow, it must go someplace wonderful.
Well, I've never given it much thought.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble, and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the sky,
Wicked witch in the middle of a ditch. Wind was not a healthy situation.
first so the other one...
Where's my sister?
Yonder she lies.
Where?
There.
All right, who's the smart aleck that turned my sister into a house? Was it you, Glinda?
Not the house. Under the house.
Under the house?
Look closer.
It's my fault. It's my fault. My house dropped on her. I'm so sorry. You dropped your house on my sister? How could someone be so unbelievably clumsy?
Look closer.
Ah!
You recognize her then?
Of course I recognize her. Who else would wear ruby slippers with those socks? The ruby slippers. Little girl, you have done me a service. I shall don the ruby slippers and make my power greater than ever. The ruby slippers, they're gone. The ruby slippers, what have you done with them?
See for yourself. Step forward, Dorothy.
Give them back to me, or I'll...
It's too late. There they are, and there they'll stay.
Give me back those slippers. I'm the only one that knows how to use them. They're of no use to you. Give them back to me. Give them back.
Exciting. Their powers must be very great, or she would not have brought them so.
You stay out of this, Glinda. I'll fix you as well.
Oh, fiddle faddle, you have no powers while I'm here. Now be gone before someone drops a house on you.
Very well. I'll bide my time. And as for you, my fine lady, it's true, I can't attend to you here and now as I'd like. But after a suitable period of mourning, I'll have those slippers and my revenge too. So let's try and stand on my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
Oh, I'd give anything to get out of Oz altogether. My MTM is missing me, but which is the way back to Kansas. I can't go the way I came. No, that's true. The only person who may know would be the great and wonderful Wizard of Oz himself.
The Wizard of Oz. Is he good or is he wicked?
Oh, very good, but very mysterious. He lives in the Emerald City, and that's quite a journey from here. Did you bring your broomstick with you?
No, I'm afraid I didn't.
Well, you'll have to walk. The Munchkins will see you safely to the border of Munchkinland. And remember, do not take those slippers off for a moment, or you will be at the mercy of the wicked witch of the West.
But how do I start for the Emerald City?
Well, it's always best to start at the beginning. All you have to do is follow the yellow brick road.
But what happens if I get
Just
lost?
follow the yellow brick road.
I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. I hear he is a wizard always, ever always there was. Ever, oh, ever always there was a Wizard of Oz. It's one because of the wonderful things he does. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick. Well, now which way do we go?
Pardon me, that way's a very nice way.
Who said that? Oh, don't be silly, Toto. Scarecrows don't talk.
It's pleasant down that way, too.
It's funny, wasn't he pointing the other way?
Of course, some people do go both ways.
Oh, why, you did say something, didn't you? Are you doing that on purpose, or can't you make up your
mind.
I haven't got a brain, only straw, so I don't have a mind to make up.
Well, how can you talk if you haven't got a brain?
I don't know. But people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right. Can't you get down?
Down? No, see, there's this pole and it's stuck up my back.
Is there any way I can help you?
Of course, I'm not very bright about doing things, but maybe if you'll pull down the nail in the back, I'll slip off.
I'll certainly try. Oh, it's an awful stiff nail.
Oh, there goes some more of me again.
Oh, did that hurt?
Oh, no, I just keep picking it back up and stuffing it back in.
Oh, here, let me help you.
Okay. My, it's good to be free. Did I scare you?
No, I just thought you hurt yourself.
But I didn't scare you?
No, of course not.
I didn't think so. I can't even scare crows. They come from miles around to eat in my field and laugh in my face. I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts are busy hatching if I only had a brain. I'd unravel any riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain.
With the thoughts you'll be thinking, you can be another Lincoln.
If I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore.
You can think of things you never thought before.
And then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be just a nothing, my head all full of stuffing, my heart all full of pain. I would dance and be merry, life would be a legendary if I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thought before. And
When
then
you sit still and think some more.
gosh, it would be awful pleasing to reason out the reason for things I can't explain. Then perhaps I deserve you and be even worthy of you if I only had a brain. If I only had a brain. They would?
Oh, yes.
Where's Kansas?
Oh, that's where I live, and I want to get back so badly. I'm going all the way to the Wizard of Oz to get him to help me.
You're going to see a wizard?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if I came with you, the wizard could give me a brain?
I couldn't say, but even if he didn't, you'd be no worse off than you are now.
I guess that's true.
Maybe you better not. I've got a witch mad at me, and you might get into trouble.
A witch, huh? I'm not scared of a witch. I'm not scared of anything except a lighted match.
I don't blame you for that.
But I face a whole box of them for the chance at a brain. Oh, take me with you. I won't be in any trouble because I don't eat a thing, and I won't try to manage things because I haven't got a brain. But please take me with you.
Of course I
Well,
will.
hooray! Oh.
You're not starting out very well.
I'll do better. I'll try. To Oz?
To Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, the Wiz of a Wiz, if ever a Wiz there was. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Got hungry.
Well, all living things need to eat.
I don't eat. Does that mean I'm not living?
Oh, no, Scarecrow. You're the liveliest friend I ever had.
Well, thank you. Just for that, you can eat as much of my hay as you like.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Oh, well, don't worry about me. As long as my legs stay well stuffed, I'll walk to the Emerald City no matter what shape I'm in up top.
It's a very kind offer, but I don't eat hay.
Oh, very well then. There's a mother field mouse who lives in me, and she wouldn't like to be disturbed.
Oh, look, crow apples.
What are apples?
In the trees.
You mean the little red birds hanging upside down by one leg?
No, they're not birds. They're something you eat, and they're delicious. Ouch!
What do you think you're doing?
We've been walking a long ways, and I was hungry. And
She was hungry.
She was hungry.
How would you like to have something picked off of you?
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting I'm not in Kansas.
Well, then come along, Dorothy. You don't want any of those apples. Yuck.
Are you trying to say my apples are what they ought to be?
Oh, no. I'm just saying she doesn't like little green worms.
Worms. Did he say we had worms?
That's what I heard. Yes, worms and caterpillar and a whole bunch of woodlice, too.
How dare you? Let's get them, guys.
I'll show you how to get apples.
How do you like those apples?
Thanks, Lander. We like them very well, thank you.
I'm something twig.
So am I. She's made snaps of us all.
Oh, I think it's time we bowed out.
Oh, look. It's a man. A man made out of tin. What? Castle, look. Did you say something? He said oil can.
Oil can what?
Oil can? Oh, yes, here. Where do you want to be oiled first?
He said his mouth.
Yes.
The other side. Yes.
There. Oh.
My goodness. I can talk again. Oil my arms, please. Oil my elbows. Oh, my.
Oh, did that hurt?
No. It felt wonderful. I've held that axe up for ages.
Oh, goodness, how did you ever get like this?
Well, when I was flesh and blood like you, I fell in love with a beautiful maiden whose mother hated me. So to keep me from marrying her daughter, she hired the wicked witch of the west to cast an evil spell on my axe. And when I went to chop down a tree, why, I chopped off my leg instead.
You chopped your leg off?
That's terrible.
Well, by good fortune, I knew a wonderful tinsmith who made me a new leg almost as good as the old one. And I went back to work, and you know what happened?
Something terrible, I bet.
Well, I went to swing my axe again, and dang me if I didn't chop off the other leg.
Oh.
You should have got a new axe.
Well, I guess you're right about that, but I got me a new leg instead. Back to work I went.
Sure were persistent.
This time I chopped off both my arms.
Why?
Okay, I can see how you managed to chop off one arm, but how do you chop off both arms?
Well, I told you the axe was enchanted.
Yes. See, Dorothy, if I had a brain, I would have figured that one out myself.
And I sometimes wish I hadn't gotten a pair of arms from the tinsmith, because the last time I swung my axe was the worst time
I don't want to hear this.
What happened?
I split myself right down the middle.
You poor thing.
Well, the tinsmith gave me a new head and a new body. But on the way home, I got caught in a terrible rainstorm and I rusted solid.
It just wasn't your day.
No. I've been here ever since.
Well, you're perfect now.
Well, my neck, please. Could you?
Oh.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. Just bang on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead, bang on it.
Beautiful. What an echo.
It's empty. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart.
No heart.
No heart.
Oh.
All hollow. And as long as I have no heart, I could never love my beautiful baby.
Oh, no, please don't cry, Tin Man. You'll rust again.
I used to carve her name on every tree.
Now you can say that again. Said a tin man rattling his gins, too strong and sad and weary-eyed.
Oh, the smith gave me tin ribs, but forgot to put a heart inside.
Then he banged his hollow chest and cried.
When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming that I could be kind of human if I only had a heart. I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and heart. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy who shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Picture me a balcony of a voice sings devotion and really feel the part. I could stay young and chipper, and I'd lock it with a zipper if I only had a heart. Oh, I may be presuming that I could be kind of human. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy who shoots the arrows.
You could stay young and chipper,
And I'd lock it with a zipper if I only had a heart.
are you all right?
Oh yes, I'm afraid I'm just a bit rusty yet.
Perhaps you can visit the tinsmith again and ask him to give you a new heart.
Oh no, he went out of business a long time ago. He
Ran out of tin.
And why don't you come with us to the Emerald City and ask the Wizard of Oz for a heart?
Wizard? Well, suppose the wizard wouldn't give me one when we got there.
No, but he will. He must. We've come such a long way already.
You call that long? Why, you've only just begun.
You cast a spell on my hat.
It certainly chopped you down to size, didn't it? And now you're helping the little lady along, are you, my fine gentleman? Well, stay away from her. I'll stuff a mattress with you, Scarecrow. And you, Tin Man, I'll use you for a beehive.
I'm not afraid of you.
That just proves you haven't got a brain. Allow me to educate you. Here, Scarecrow, wanna play ball?
Help! I'm fired! Help!
Just remember, Scarecrow, helping that little girl to reach the Emerald City could be your last burning ambition. Ha ha ha!
I'm still not afraid of her. I'll see you get to the wizard now whether I get a brain or not. Stuff a mattress with me, huh?
Yes, and I'll see her reach the wizard whether I get a heart or not. Beehive back. Let her try and make a beehive out of me.
Oh, you're the best friends anybody ever had. And you know, it's funny, but I feel as if I've known you for a long time. But I couldn't have, could I?
I don't see how. You weren't around when I was stuffed and sewn together, were you?
And I was just standing there rusting for the longest time.
I wish I could remember, but it doesn't matter. We know each other now, don't we?
To Oz?
Ah, to Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is the Wiz of a Wiz, if ever a Wiz there was. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one. Because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I don't like this forest. It's dark and creepy.
Of course, I'm not very bright, but I think it'll get darker before it gets lighter.
Do you suppose we'll meet any wild animals?
We might.
Animals that eat straw?
Some, but mostly lions and tigers and bears.
Lions.
And tigers.
And bears.
Lions and tigers and bears. Why?
Lions and tigers and bears.
Why?
Lions and tigers and bears.
Why?
Lions and tigers and bears.
Come on. Which one of you is first? I'll fight you both together if you want. Tap, tap. I'll fight you one paw tied behind my back. Tap, tap. I'll fight you standing on one foot. Yeah, yeah. I'll fight you eyes closed. Tap, tap. Yeah, yeah. Ah, pulled an axe on me, eh? Sneaking up on me, eh? Why, I oughta.
Here, go away and let us alone.
Afraid, huh? Scared, huh? How long can you stay fresh in that can? Come on and fight, you shivering junkyard. Put up your paws, you lopsided bag of hay.
That's getting personal, Lion.
Yes, it is. You should go teach him a lesson.
Well, what's wrong with you teaching?
Me? I hardly know him.
Well, I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee.
Oh, shame on you!
Oh! What'd you do that for? I didn't bite him.
No, but you tried to. I was bad enough picking on a straw man, but when you go around picking on poor little dogs.
Well, you didn't have to go and hit me, did you? Is my nose bleeding?
Oh, well, of course not. My goodness, what a fuss you're making. Naturally, when you go around picking on things weaker than you are, why, you're nothing but a great big coward.
You're right. I am a coward. I haven't got any courage at all. I even scare myself. Oh! Look at the circles under my eyes. I haven't slept in weeks.
Well, why don't you just try counting sheep?
Oh, that doesn't do any good. I'm afraid of them.
Don't you think the wizard could help him too, Dorothy?
Well, I don't see why not. Why don't you come along with us? We're on our way to see the wizard now, to get him a heart.
And him a brain.
I'm sure he could give you some courage.
Wouldn't you feel degraded to be seen in the company of a cowardly lion? I would.
No, of course not.
Oh, gee, that's awfully nice of you. My life has been unbearable. Even my family disowned me. When I was just a little cub, my father took me to the top of a high mountain, and he waved his paw around and said, "One day, my son, all of this will be yours." Oh, I was terrified!
Why's that?
I'm afraid of heights!
Well, it's all right now. The wizard will fix everything.
Well, at least you'll be safe if I come along with you.
How's that?
No self-respecting wild animal will come anywhere near me. Life is sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without the vivid boy in you. But I can change my habits, never be more scared of rabbits if I only had a knife. I'm afraid there's no denying, I'm just a dandelion, a fate I don't deserve. But I can show my prowess, be a lion, not a mouse, if I only had the noise.
Oh, you and me in your stride, I geek down to the core.
You could roar the way you never roared before.
And then I'd whoop, and roar some more. I would show the dinosaurs who's king around the forest, a king they better serve. Why, with my regal visor, I would be another Caesar if I only had the noise. I'd be brave as a blizzard.
I'd be gentle as a lizard.
I'd be clever as a gizzard.
If the wizard is a wizard, who will serve?
Then I'm sure to get a brain.
A heart.
A home.
The noise.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
There is nothing so depressing as boundless optimism. Happily, it is totally misplaced. Now, shall I squash them out like the interfering bugs that they are? Or shall I be witty and creative? The bug alternative is attractive, yet messy. Witty and creative wins the day. Something with poison in it. With poison in it, but attractive to the eye and soothing to the smell. Poppies. Poppies! This lethal lullaby shall put them to sleep forever. The red ruby slippers will be mine!
Skilla Brick Road seems to go on forever.
Well, if you're tired
iron, we can take a shortcut.
Well, the road curves around this poppy field. We can just cut through and pick it up on the other side.
Okay, well, let's go.
Now, I think poppies is my favorite flower.
The smell is so wonderful and singing.
I can hear it too. It sounds just like the heavenly semaphores.
What is it? I can't walk anymore. I'm so sleepy.
Well, if you're tired, we can pull you along, Dorothy.
Oh, no. I gotta lie down.
But you can't. We've come so far already.
Come to think of it, 40 winks doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Not you too, Lion.
It's the poppies. That's what's doing it.
It's a spell. It's got to be.
It's the wicked witch. What do we do? Help! Help!
There's no use yelling for help. Nobody can hear us.
Help!
Help! Help!
I hear you, Scarecrow. And although I cannot undo the magic of the wicked witch, perhaps a little magic of my own will save the day.
It's snowing.
Oh, unusual weather we're having, ain't it?
He's rusted again. His oil can. Quick.
Well, I don't have the oil can.
I just realized something.
What?
I'm sitting on it. Boy, those poppies is powerful stuff. I didn't feel a thing.
Dorothy, you're awake.
My white magic has done its work, turning into snow and sun. Oh, it's the Emerald City! We're almost there at last, at last! You're out of the woods, you're out of the dark, you're out of the night. Step into the sun, step into the light. Keep straight ahead for the most glorious place on the face of the earth or the sky. Hold on to your breath, hold on to your heart, hold on to your hope. You're out of the woods, you're out of the dark, you're out of the night. Step into the sun, step into the light. It must be a wonderful wizard to live in a city like that.
Well, let's go.
What are we waiting for?
To Oz?
To Oz!
To Oz!
We're off to see.
We're off to see the
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Because if there wasn't one, why would you be here?
Oh, please, sir, I have got to see the wizard. The good witch of the north sent me.
Prove it.
She's wearing the ruby red slippers she gave her.
Ah, well, bust my buttons. That's a horse of a different color. Just a minute.
Horse? Who's he calling a horse? Why, if he weren't on the other side of that door,
Well, he's coming out.
he'd be on this side.
Welcome to the Emerald City.
Oh, thank you. Who are those beautiful ladies?
That's Diana Gloss and the Ozettes. Would you like to hear them sing?
Yes. This is one of our biggest hits in Emerald City. So, in the name of us, before you break his heart. Baby, baby, he's aware of where you go. Each time you leave his door, he watches you walk down the street, knowing you rather love him. But this time before you run to them, leaving him alone and hurt. Think it over, hasn't he been good to you? Think it over, hasn't he been sweet to you? So, in the name of us, before you break his heart. Stop in the name of us, before you break his heart. Think it over.
That was wonderful. We don't have anyone as wonderful as you in Kansas.
Have you come far?
Oh, well, just the longest of ways.
Well, every step is worth it. Have you any idea how wonderful this place really is?
Well, I've been trying to imagine it, but I haven't got a brain.
It's the one place I don't need courage, because there's nothing there to scare me. Is there?
Of course not.
They said I'd fall in love with him if I had a heart.
Well, maybe you're better off without a heart. That way, it can't be broken.
Oh, what in the world is wrong with Caitlin today? You know teenagers are the same everywhere.
I'll tell you what's wrong with her. Her boyfriend was rude to her. And when she started crying, do you know what he said to her?
Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry.
Big girls.
Don't cry. They don't cry.
Big girls.
Don't cry. They don't cry.
Baby.
Oh, Caitlin, you know it will. After all, we are in the merry old land of Oz.
There's a garden spot, I'm told, where it's never too hot and it's never too cold.
Where you're never too young and you're never too old.
Where you're never too thin or tall.
And you're never, never, never too anything at all.
Oh, we're not too mad and we're not too sane, and we don't compare and we don't complain. All we do is just sit tight, 'cause it's all so downright right. Here come the official Oz dancers to welcome you all.
Well, I don't remember my mother and father. They died when I was just a baby. The only parents I've ever known are Auntie Em and Uncle Henry. They're the finest folks you've ever heard of. And to help out on the farm, we have a young man named Joe. He's so caring and kind.
One of our favorite people here in Emerald City is our music teacher, Mr. Stan. He's so kind and understanding. There he is. Hi, Mr. Stan.
Hello.
I am Oz, the Great and Terrible. Who are you and why do you seek me?
I am
Why would anyone want to go back to Kansas?
But that's my home, Mr. Oz.
Who is that animated mattress standing beside you?
You mean me? I'm just a scarecrow. You're a wizardess.
And what do you want of the Great Oz?
A ring, please.
And this tuna can that walks like a man, what does he want?
I'm just an ordinary tin man, Great Oz. But the tinsman forgot to give me a part, so I thought that if you had an extra lying around, that you could...
What is that strange blubbery sound I hear? Is that this overgrown mouse we hear? Step forward, lion. And what do you want of Oz? Speak! And why should I do these things for you?
Because you are great and powerful, and we are small and weak.
I will grant you what you want.
Oh, thanks, Great Oz.
But first, you four must do one thing for me.
Yes, sir, Mr. Oz, anything.
Kill the Wicked Witch of the West.
But how? I've never killed anybody or anything.
You killed the Wicked Witch of the East.
But I didn't mean to. That was just an accident.
Let this be an accident. I don't care how you kill the Witch of the West, but kill her and bring me back her magical brood.
But suppose she kills us first?
Then it won't matter whether you get the courage or not. Now go, and when the witch is dead, you may return. Now go!
Don't worry, I'm already gone!
Oh, I wish you'd all give up on this foolish scheme. I should have never let you see the wizard.
Oh, but I'm glad you did. How else can I get back to Kansas?
Well, you don't have to worry about us, Dorothy.
Yes, we're not going after the witch empty-handed.
You can say that again!
Which way's to her castle? No one knows for sure.
You mean no one's ever gone?
Oh, plenty have gone, but none have ever returned.
Oh boy!
There's no yellow brick road to follow now.
There's no road at all in the land of the Winkies.
Winkies? What's Winkies?
They were once people like us, until the Wicked Witch came and made them her slaves. We hope the same fate doesn't happen to you.
So do I.
Just go west where the sun sets.
Is that the best way to find the Wicked Witch?
You won't have to find her. When she knows you're in the land of the Winkies, she'll find you. Good luck. You know, sometimes it's a good thing not to have a brain. I haven't the wit to be scared.
Yes, and I suppose I haven't the heart to fail.
And I haven't said goodbye to the wizard.
Oh, how can you desert Dorothy now?
Oh, by staying here, that's one way of doing it.
Shame on you. You're more of a coward than I thought.
Well, it's easy for you to talk. You're made of straw. You're made of tin. I'm just weak flesh.
Very weak.
Verging on flabby.
It's all right, Lion. You can stay here if you like.
I'd like. Oh, how I'd like. But if you really need me to, I can come along again.
That's more like it.
Stout fellow.
Ready to go, Dorothy?
Best foot forward.
No, decisions.
Come on, Lion.
Oh, I'm coming. No, Scarecrow isn't the only one who needs a new brain.
Would you Winkies please give it a rest? All this yo-hee-ho, is driving me crazy. It's enough to give me a migraine. Would you have another cup of puppy's blood?
Oh, I couldn't have another drop, my dear.
You Mommy.
No thanks. You see, I've had 3 already.
I can tell you've already had 3 of something. What on earth have you been drinking?
Listen, don't start with me, sister. I've had a terrible morning. And the patience of this little warlock isn't going to last much longer.
I can't believe you brought him here. You know how much I hate children.
Oh, quit being so wicked. He is a precious little warlock. What did you say his name was again?
This is Lockie, and he's just a joy to have around.
Can he fly or cast any spells?
Oh, really? He's only 5 years old. If I remember right, you couldn't even fly till you were 15.
Whatever. Do have a bat wing. Tibia made a fresh batch this morning.
Well, I really couldn't. I'm going to dinner with an old ghoul friend tonight, and if you don't eat everything she puts on your plate, well, she'll just sulk for weeks. But, Lucky, would you like one?
I know that type.
Oh, speaking of recipes, you know that cute Congressman Micah Child? Well, his wife gave me this recipe.
Not the one that defeats the powers of Miss Glinda, Miss Goody Two-Shoes.
Yes, it was published in Martha Stewart's Hung Witchy magazine.
This should fix that little brat, Dorothy. Take the whites of 9 snake eggs. 9 eggs at these prices, it better work.
Like a charm.
Beat golden yolks at a chopped toad. Let's see, I've got that, and well, this doesn't look too hard. There are no words to tell you how thankful I am.
Oh, Cookie, it was my pleasure. What are ghoul friends for?
Speaking of ghoul friends, it's getting late. We need to practice our number for the Black Mass Talent Show!
Oh my goodness, it completely slipped my evil mind. You know what they say. There's no business like show business. Tibia! Remove these things in the little warlock and bring me my microphone. I come home in the morning like the zombie said, when you gonna live your life right? Yeah! Oh, some dear, we're not the fortunate ones. They ghouls, they wanna have fun. Yeah! Ghouls just wanna have fun.
Phone rings in the middle of the night, and Frankenstein yells, what you gonna do with your life? Oh, Frankie dear, you know you're still number one. The ghouls, they wanna have fun. Oh, ghouls just wanna have, that's all they really want. Some fun. When the working day is done, oh, ghouls, they wanna have fun. Oh, ghouls just wanna have fun.
Demons take a beautiful girl and hide her away from the rest of the world. I wanna be the one to walk in the sun. Oh, ghouls,
They wanna have fun. Oh, ghouls just wanna have, that's all they really want. Such fun. When the working day is done, oh, ghouls, they wanna have fun. Oh, ghouls just wanna have fun. They just wanna, they just wanna, they just wanna, they just wanna. Ghouls just wanna have fun. You can say that again.
that was fabulous!
As much as I hate to leave your little wicked abode, I'm afraid I've got to scram.
Oh, well, you know, you fly my way, don't you, Elvira?
Yes, as far as the graveyard.
Well, I think I'm gonna be flying on too then, hon.
Drop in again, ghouls. Tibia!
You scream now.
Be a dear and bring these ladies their things.
Ladies? Oh, very well, ma'am. She's new, isn't she?
And a jewel, her upkeep is practically 0. She eats nothing.
Well, I guess not. She's nothing but skin and bones.
Wherever did you find her?
Oh, she's just something I dug up.
This is yours, I believe, ma'am. Thank you, Tibia. And this must be yours.
Well, yeah, thanks, hon. You see, I've been telling Elvira she ought to trade in that old room of hers on one of these new models. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Oh!
I beg your pardon, ma'am.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson, my corner. Someone plans to harm me, Tibia.
Imagine that. Who, ma'am?
We'll see who dares bring me my magic laptop.
Your rotten apple? Or your gateway?
Rotten apple. Come here, Tibia. Help me with this screen.
Sure, here we go.
Picture, picture on the screen. Who wants to harm the Queen of Mean?
What are you roaring about, Lion?
Trying to keep my chin up. I don't like being out after dark.
You know, friend, you should just keep telling yourself, I'm not afraid.
Ain't it bad enough being a coward without being a liar, too?
I wonder how much further we have to go to find the witch's castle.
Don't speak of it, will you, Dorothy?
But we have to kill her, you know?
You do you?
Couldn't we just take her prisoner? I don't like the idea of killing anything somehow.
No, the great Oz said kill her.
She'll be better off dead with a face like hers.
You'll be a pincushion.
You're right, she's got to die.
Only I still say suppose she kills us first.
Use your brains, Lion. You're big and tough. Nothing can hurt the Tin Man or me. And Dorothy is safe because of her ruby red slippers. Plus, she doesn't even know we're coming. What can the Wicked Witch do?
You'll find out. Where did I put that charm?
Look in your pocket.
Thanks. What?
Look in your pocket, Scarecrow. See how much further the map says we have to go.
Never mind the map. What's that off through the trees?
It's a castle.
The witch's castle.
Now what do we do, fellas?
I'll do the rest. I'll bring the girl here first.
Hey, where's Dorothy?
She was right here.
Where'd she go?
This way, spirits.
Where am I?
Right here, dear.
Phew!
So kind of you to join us. Sorry I had to spoil your little plan. But you see, I just couldn't possibly let you kill me.
Leave me alone. You can't hurt me.
Said who? I found a way, red ruby slippers or not.
Leave me alone.
What are you roaring about, Lion?
Dorothy!
Where are you, Dorothy?
Dorothy!
I'm here, Tin Man.
Dorothy, where are you? Dorothy!
Would you give me a break? They can't hear you. It's just a picture.
We can see and hear them, but they don't see or hear us.
Ding, ding. Tibia, what prizes do we have in store for the lady today?
I don't believe you. I'm here, Scarecrow. You're the witch. Scarecrow!
That's funny.
What is?
Something seems to be telling me something. It's almost as if I had a brain.
What's it telling you?
That somehow the witch has got Dorothy.
She has, Scarecrow. She has.
Dorothy couldn't have just wandered off so far that she wouldn't hear us.
You're right.
It's magic. It's got to be magic.
Oh, why didn't I stay in the forest like a sensible coward?
The Scarecrow's right. The Wicked Witch took Dorothy.
Yes, yes.
And it's up to us to save her.
You hear that? You mean a witch? They're gonna save me.
Fiddlesticks. They're not rescuing anyone. Tibia, these three, whatever they are, will be calling on us any moment now. I want you to welcome them with our usual warmness.
Very well, ma'am.
Dorothy, you stay here and think about how soon your life and your friend's life will be over. Don't move an inch or I'll kill your little dog. Flying monkeys, you keep watch.
Some say I'll break as from my eyes, and in the land beyond the skies you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow. I'm so frightened. I'm so frightened, Nancy. I'm so frightened.
What a spooky looking place! Hey! Stop pulling my tail!
I didn't pull your tail.
But don't kid me now, I felt you pull my
I
tail!
assure you I did not.
Wise guy, huh?
Shh! We gotta find Dorothy.
Okay.
Just make sure to give it back when you're done.
Give what back?
My axe.
Your axe? I haven't got your axe.
But you took it from me just now.
I took it!
You
But this tin guy's going nuts! First he pulled my tail and said he didn't, and now he said I took his axe. But when I won't with his axe, I'm afraid of sharp objects. Scarecrow, do you see what I see?
I don't see anything.
That's just it. We should see the Tin Man. No, I want to go home.
Well, where was he?
He was right there.
Show me exactly.
Come with me. I don't want to go by myself. Give me your hand. He was standing. Gee, Scarecrow, you need some fresh stuffing. This straw's got sticks in it. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Are you ready to die, Dorothy?
Leave me alone!
Don't be silly. You know I'm going to kill you.
No, you're not. You know, bitch!
Get back here, little brat! Tibia!
No! Let me go! Scarecrow! Lion,
They
please!
can't help you now. No one can. What do you want?
We heard you yell for Tibia.
Speaking of Tibia, where is she?
She's looking after those prisoners.
The prisoners, are they all right?
They're just great.
How long have you three been haunting around here?
Oh, we go with the lease.
What's wrong with the one on the end?
He died of too much air conditioner, and he's been cold ever since.
All right, you help me kill Dorothy.
Let's get
Oh,
her,
no, you don't. Winkies!
Hey, I can't move.
Going so soon? We wouldn't hear of it, would we, Winkies?
Oh, I think we've outstayed our welcome.
Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of spares. The sands of time have run out for you all. The last of those shall see the first three go before her, and your mangy little mutt, too. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who shall be the first to go? Like girl. Tin Man, no! My broom has chosen Scarecrow!
No, please, no!
What's the matter, Scarecrow? You don't want to be my old flame?
Leave him alone! Can't you see he's terrified?
I'll chinch you eventually, Miss Mouth. Now watch your little friend go up in smoke. No!
No!
What? I won't let you! Oh! 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 You cursed rat! Oh! Look what you've done! I'm melting! I'm melting! Oh! How could someone so innocent destroy my evil wickedness? Oh! What a world! What a world!
She's dead. Kill her.
I didn't mean to kill her. Really, I didn't. It's just that she was going to set him on fire.
Hail to Dorothy, the Wicked Witch is dead.
Hail to Dorothy, the Wicked Witch is dead.
You are now our queen.
Oh, thank you, but I have to get back to Kansas. The witch's broom, may we have it?
Yes, please, take it with you.
Thank you. Now we can go back to the wizard and tell him the Wicked Witch is dead.
The Wicked Witch is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the Wicked Witch. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead. She's gone where cowards go below, 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 below. That's all. Ding dong, way up, sing it high, sing it low. Let them know the Wicked Witch is dead.
Step forward if you dare. Can I believe my eyes? Why have you come back?
Please, sir. We've done what you told us. We've brought you the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West. We melted her.
Oh, you liquidated her, eh? Very resourceful.
Yes, sir. So we'd like you to keep your promise to us, if you please, sir.
Not so fast, not so fast. I'll have to give the matter a little thought. Now go away and come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? But I want to go home now.
Yes, you've had plenty
plenty of time already.
Yeah!
Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz. I said come back tomorrow.
Great and powerful, you keep your promises.
Do you presume to criticize the great Oz? You ungrateful creature! Think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you an audience tomorrow instead of 24 years from now. The great Oz has spoken. Now go!
Toto, come out of there!
I said go! Oh, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The great and powerful Oz
Has spoken.
Who are you?
Well, I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
You are?
Huh?
I don't believe you.
Well, I'm afraid it's true. There's no other wizard but me. You humbug!
Yeah!
That's exactly so. I'm a humbug.
You're a very bad man.
Oh, no, my dear. I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard.
I think it's time for a production number!
I never asked for this. I never planned it in advance. I was merely blown here by the winds of chance. I never saw myself as a Solomon or Socrates. I knew who I was, one of your dime a dozen mediocrities. Then suddenly I'm here, respected, worshipped even, just because the folks in Oz needed someone to believe in. Does it surprise you I got hooked, and all too soon? What can I say? I got carried away, and not just by balloon. Wonderful, they call me wonderful, so I said wonderful, if you insist. I will be wonderful, and they said wonderful. Believe me, it's hard to resist, 'cause it feels wonderful when you are wonderful. Hey, look who's wonderful, this corn-fed pig, who said it might be key to build a town of green and a wonderful road of yellow brick. You know, Dorothy, I never had a family of my own, so I just wanted to give the citizens of Oz everything.
So you like them?
Only verbally. You see, where I'm from, we believe in all sorts of things that aren't true. We call it history. A man's called a traitor or a liberator. A rich man's a thief or philanthropist. Is one a crusader or ruthless invader? It's all in which label is able to persist. There are precious few at ease with moral ambiguities, though they act as though they don't exist. They call me wonderful, so I am wonderful. In fact, it's so much who I am, it's part of my name. And with my help, you can be the same. At long, long last, you receive your due, long overdue. Dorothy.
Ah! Hey, what about the heart you promised the Tin Man? And the courage you promised the Lion?
And Scarecrow's brain.
What? Why anybody can have a brain? That's a very mediocre commodity. Back where I come from, we have universities where men go to become great thinkers, and when they come out, they think very deep thoughts, and with no more brains than you. But they have one thing you haven't got. A diploma. So therefore, by the authority vested in me, by the Universitatis Comitiatum e Pluribus Unum, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of THD. THD? Yes, that's the Doctor of Thinkology.
The sum of the square roots of two sides on isosceles triangles, each of the square root of the remaining side. Rat trap, got a brain. How could I ever thank you enough?
Well, you can't. As for you, my fine friend, you're under the unfortunate illusion that simply because you run away from danger, you have no courage. You're confusing courage with wisdom. Back where I come from, we have men who are called heroes, and once a year, they take their fortitude out of mothballs and parade it down the streets of the city. And they have no more courage than you, but they have one thing you haven't got: a medal. Therefore, for meritorious conduct, extraordinary valor, and conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I hereby award you the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage.
Well, gee, folks, I'm speechless.
As for you, my galvanized friend, you want a heart. You just don't know how lucky you are to not have one. Hearts will never be practical until they're made unbreakable.
But I still want one.
Back where I come from, we have men who do nothing all day but good deeds. We call them good deed doers. And their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have one thing you haven't got: a testimony. Therefore, in consideration for your kindness, it gives me great pleasure to present to you a small token of our esteem and affection. Remember, my sentimental friend, hearts are never judged by how much you love, but rather how much you are loved by others.
Listen, Dorothy, listen to my heart. It ticks. It ticks.
Oh, read what my medal says.
Morgan for courage.
Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth?
They're all so wonderful.
What about Dorothy?
Huh?
Yes, what about
Oh,
Dorothy?
Dorothy next.
I don't think there's anything in there for me.
Well, you forced me into a cataclysmic decision. It looks like the only way to get Dorothy back to Kansas is for me to take her myself.
Would you? But could you? Are you a clever enough wizard to manage it?
Child, you cut me too quick. I'm no Kansas man myself. You're looking at a premier balloonist extraordinaire, the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company, who one day, while performing a stratospherical feat never before seen by man, the balloon failed to return to the fair.
It did?
Frightened, were you?
Frightened? Ha! You're talking to a man who's laughed in the face of death, snickered at doom, and chuckled at catastrophe. Why, I was petrified. But then suddenly, the balloon floated down into the heart of this noble city, where I was instantly acclaimed Oz, the first wizard deluxe.
Deluxe, from the French, pertaining to luxury.
Well, there were a few luxuries that came with the job, but I took it anyway, retaining the balloon against the advent of a quick getaway. When the balloon is ready for flight, and with that conveyance, my dear Dorothy, you and I will return to the land of E Pluribus Unum. Step this way. Citizens of Oz, I, your wizard Pardieu at Oz, am about to embark upon a hazardous and technically unexplainable journey into the outer stratosphere. To confer and otherwise hobnob with my brother fellow wizards. I hereby agree until that time if any, I shall return, that the Scarecrow, by virtue of his superior brain, shall rule in my stead, assisted by the Tin Man, by virtue of his magnificent arm. And the climb aboard.
Climb aboard, Missy, while the wind's in your favor.
Wait, where's Toto? I can't go without him. Toto?
I'll get him for you.
Oh, don't let go of that rope.
Please don't go.
Oh, this is highly unprecedented.
What's going on?
Hell,
I have to come back.
I can't come back. It's too late. Oh, this is absolutely unprecedented. It's going to ruin my exit.
Here's your dog.
I'll never get home.
Stay with us, Dorothy.
Yes, we don't want you to go.
Oh, I have to get home.
Don't you love us, Dorothy?
You know I do, but there's a place and people I love more, and that one's further away than the furthest tree. I'll never see Kansas again as long as I'm living. Never, never, never. Never is a very, very long time, Dorothy. Oh, please, will you help me? Can you help me? You don't need to be helped any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas. I have.
Well, why didn't you tell her sooner?
Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn it for herself.
Well, what have you learned, Dorothy?
Well, I think that it isn't enough just to want to see Uncle Henry and Auntie Em, and it's that if I ever go looking for my heart's desire ever again, I won't look any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with. Is that right? That's all it is.
Well, that's so easy. I should have thought of it for you.
Yes, and I should have felt it in my heart.
Oh, me too, if I had my courage and convictions.
No, she had to figure it out for herself. Now those slippers will take you home in 2 seconds. Toto too. Toto too. It's going to be so hard to say goodbye. I love you all so much. Oh, please don't write Tim Manuel Rust again. Goodbye.
Now I know I have a heart because it's breaking.
No. Lion, I'm going to miss the way you used to holler for help before you found your courage.
Once you go, I think I might do a little more hollering. Oh.
Dear Scarecrow, you were my first friend here. I think maybe I'll miss you most of all.
You know, having a brain doesn't make parting ways any easier. I'll think of you every day.
Are you ready? Yes. Yes, please, before I change my mind and stay forever. Close your eyes and tap your heels together 3 times and think to yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. 1. There's no place like home. 2. There's no place like home. But I did leave you, Uncle Henry. That's just the trouble. And I tried to get back so very hard.
There, dear. It was just a dream.
No, this was real.
We dream lots of silly things, dear.
This truly was a real place, Auntie Em. And I remember that some of it wasn't very nice, but most of it was beautiful. But just the same, all I kept saying to everyone was, I want to go home. And they sent me home.
There, Dorothy.
Oh, Toto, we're both safe and we're home. And I'm never going to leave here ever again because I love you all. And oh, Auntie Em, there really is no place like home.
Thank you.